Hey friends, welcome to the Johnson City Living Podcast, where we learn about the people, places, events, and flavors that make Johnson City just a lovely place to live. I'm your host, Colin Johnson, with the Colin and Carly Group and Keller Williams Realty. If you're interested in buying or selling a home in the area, or if you're looking at investing in a rental property, give us a call at 423-930-8003, and we will look forward to helping you. Now, let's get to today's episode. It's a beautiful fall day here in Johnson City, and I am fired up because I've got a new business owner here in town who is just full of energy. She lit up the room when she walked in, and she's going to light up your radios or podcast devices that you're listening to our awesome podcast on, and we thank you for that. And so welcome to the Johnson City Living Podcast, Niki Giles.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about your business, Groovy Grover.
Groovy Grovers. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about Groovy Grovers.
Let's talk about Groovy Grovers.
What is Groovy Grovers?
Groovy Grovers is
a lot of guys named Grover that are always typically pretty groovy.
They are grooving, and my grandfather was a grooving kind of guy. So
like this.
yeah, raised by my grandparents in Johnson City.
Nice. Where'd you live in Johnson?
I grew up in Keystone.
Nice.
My grandfather Grover built half of those houses on
Did he really?
Orleans Street, Betty Street,
Awesome.
Colorado, all the streets we lived on. Yeah, he was a cook in the Navy in World War II. Came home, taught us all how to cook and garden and can and preserve and survive.
We should probably be teaching a little bit more of
We
that.
should be teaching a little bit more of that. So I plan on that too. So
I like this.
yeah. So Groovy Grover raised me.
Groovy Grover raised you.
Everybody
What
called
was
him
Groovy Grover's wife's name?
Groovy Grover and Mildred.
Magnificent Mildred?
Well, you just kind of didn't mess around with Mildred. You know what I mean? You know
Ah.
what I mean? She was a good one. Yeah, she was
Gotcha.
good. Little Spitfire.
A little firm.
A little bit, no, yeah, but fun. But
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. So my mom passed away when I was 9, so it was me and Grover all the way.
That's tough.
It was good. And he was a great guy. And I had him till I was 19, and he never really got to see me in action. But yeah, but we didn't have a lot, but we always had a meal on the table at 6 o'clock every night.
You know, we had meals 6 o'clock every night.
Yeah, and that was the thing. And I was loud and boisterous, and he realized that in me, recognized that, and was
It's like, I'm going to talk to her.
He's like, I'm going to try to reel this in as much as possible. Stop singing at the table, Nikki. So, yeah, good times.
That's the best.
Yeah, we cooked a lot and
Yeah. So you went to school here, obviously?
yeah, Science Hill.
Okay.
2000, graduated 2000, Science Hill. I love the school system. I went to Keystone Elementary. It was the last class at Keystone Elementary. Still talk to some of my teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
And it's cool that our community, like, we all kind of hang out still. And, we don't leave because it's an awesome place to live. Why would you?
Yeah, I mean, I've lived in Oregon, Montana, Texas, worked under some wonderful chefs, learned great stuff. I always come back here.
So you had a drive early on to be a chef or a restaurateur.
Well, I was actually in the call center business. I started at McDonald's East Main.
Okay.
I walked there.
Yeah.
When I was on the day of my 15th birthday.
Nice.
I walked to McDonald's East Main, started hustling up money.
I love it.
To get me a car, all the things. And
You were selling cheeseburgers at
yeah, just
15.
slinging cheeseburgers.
That's awesome.
Slinging cheeseburgers.
I probably
and
bought
then,
a cheeseburger off of you back in
You
the day.
probably did. And then Fairfield Resorts came into play, where you sold 3-day, 2-night vacations.
Over here in Gray, right?
Well, actually, it was down on Fairview, so not too far. And
Where the ACT call center.
exactly,
Yes.
yeah. And my friends were like, "With that mouth,
You would clean
get
house.
in there." And I did. I
bet.
did very well. And so they opened up a call center in Salem, Oregon, and I was 19 years old. And they were like, "You want to come run this call center?" And I was like,
That's awesome.
"Let's go."
I was on the call center at Finger Hut.
Were you really?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was a call center
yeah,
person. I think we
same-
should just get
similar.
everybody to be on the calls.
Well, everybody should be.
You should do a tour, like a year on the call
Everyone should
center.
have to do some sort of customer service.
yes.
It should be like a high school prerequisite that you have to deal with the
I bet all the
public.
call centers right now are like, this is a great idea. We're just going to have call center class.
Yes.
They come through every day and they do 2 hours on the calls. And we just schedule their classes differently. So we've got all our call center booked all day, every day.
I do feel like that shaped me though.
Doesn't it help?
Yeah,
When
I
you
mean-
talk to 1,000 people a week, you're going to
and
get
they're
better
also
at
different,
communicating.
and
They're also
you're
different.
in your little sales bubble, and you just moving and shaking.
But they've got stuff,
Yeah.
and you get to talk to them about stuff.
Yeah.
And so you talk to them, and you're like, hey, how can I help you?
And they're not going to give you their credit card without knowing you a little bit.
Right.
So you get to know people, and that's my favorite part of customer service is
Same here.
getting to know people.
I love getting to know people.
Yeah. I was like, I want to know your story. I want to know
Me too.
what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Why
I
you
was
ticking?
like, hey, you know what? We should have a podcast where we get to know people. And so
Hey,
here you are. Look at
this.
this, full circle.
Look at us go.
I love it. So Salem, Oregon, 19, you're running the call center.
Shoo. Yeah.
This is awesome.
Best time of my life. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. But I always ended up coming back here. There's a draw to Johnson City
Yeah.
that is unlike any other place that I've been. We're so close to so many things that we can, travel and get all these different things from all these other different cities. But Johnson City's tight network is unlike any other place that I've ever been.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where you grew up, where you're from. We're a different vibe here in Johnson City.
We love each other.
We love each other, and we want to see this place succeed.
We want to see each other succeed.
We want to see each other. Yeah, I love that.
And the backside of that, everything's flourishing and growing and doing well
Sure.
because we want to support places like Groovy Grover.
People helping people is what we do.
I'm going to eat there if I can eat there for lunch today, I'm going to come.
Come on.
I got a guy I'm eating lunch with. I'm just going to say, get in the
Let's go.
car.
You can.
We're coming over.
You know what you can do? It's a drive-through only,
Yeah, I know. You told me
but
that.
you can walk up.
We can sit on the curb outside.
You can ride your bike up.
You could ride up.
You can. There's a guy that came through on his lawnmower.
Yeah.
You can lawnmower up, and we'll smoothie just straight out the window, and you just keep on going.
Just keep on trucking.
Online order.
Well, when you're going on a lawnmower, it's kind of slow, so you could probably here you go. Here's your.
Oh, his little Kubota thing was moving.
He probably had.
He was
something
moving.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, so you come from Salem.
Yep.
You come back, and then what'd you do?
Yeah, I started at Olive Garden. All of my friends worked at Olive Garden.
Would you like more breadsticks?
Waiting tables.
Can I get you another bowl of
So
soup?
many breadsticks. The words "never-ending pasta bowl"
Yes.
are the number one trigger in my brain. Yeah.
Tour of Italy.
Tour of Nam is what that was. God,
I love it.
It was so bad, but no, it was so good. I met lifelong friends. We still go camping once or twice a year together.
That's awesome.
All the Olive Garden people. But I started that, and I said McDonald's. McDonald's really
You probably got some great training there.
that I was going to say. Yeah. Like, the corporate world has a lot of faults, but that regimen, that focus, hey, there's a reason there's a McDonald's in Bali is because we do everything consistently from Johnson City, Tennessee,
Yes.
across the world. There's value in that.
My son Christian just watched The Founder at school.
Oh, yeah.
And
Great
watched
stuff.
the Ray Kroc story, and he was like, I wasn't know about Ray, but it's an unbelievable just story of how
Yeah.
a little hamburger shop. So
It's the come up. It's the dream. So Olive
Groovy
Garden, same
Grover
thing. Yeah.
could be franchised all across the world. You could have a Groovy
Listen.
Grover in Bali.
Listen, I'm here for it.
I love it.
I'm implementing policies as we speak, Colin.
Got a big
But yeah.
standard operator procedure
Yes.
catalog / work.
That's
book.
it.
I like
That's
it.
what you gotta do.
Okay, so come back. You learn through McDonald's. You
Yeah.
go to Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Where are we doing next?
Olive Garden, I really learned how to hone in adopted those people skills from the phones.
Yeah.
Waiting tables is tough.
Yeah.
People knock waiting tables, $2.13 an hour. You're working on tips, all this stuff. Man, people are demanding,
Well, and I don't think
and you got to
they're-
see savvy.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't think they realize you make $2.13 an hour.
Sure.
And they're like, oh, they're getting paid. They're eating free breadsticks. They're good. But
Yeah.
you got to tip, man.
You got to tip
We're 20%.
You gotta tip
I'm
everywhere.
going to say 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
Unless you just are like,
Just terrible.
yeah.
Yeah,
Then I'm going to give you
I might-
15%.
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
still feel bad for you.
for sure. It's a sympathy.
But it's not, I don't know if I'm helping people learn a lesson at that point. But
Right.
Anyway.
Well, but yeah, that's it. Started doing that and just kept going throughout the restaurant business, and
Yeah.
then worked at several different places until just kind of honing in on those skills, and then the opportunity arose to get on Walnut Street.
When did you you go, hey, I want to have my own restaurant? How old were you then? Were you at McDonald's like 15
No,
going,
gosh, no.
you know,
Gosh, no. I was
Yeah.
leaf in the wind.
Right.
Are you kidding me? Like I was still trying to go to like Dead concerts and hang out in the lot. Are you kidding me?
There are kids out there at 15 and they're like, yeah, I want to have like my own bank or, you know.
Oh, sure.
And I'm
Sure.
like, I don't even understand what,
No,
you know. It
I
took
was
me
not that
forever to
kid. I
figure
was
it
like,
out.
let's go to concerts.
Yeah.
Let's eat good food. Like,
Right. Let's
you
hang
know,
out
let's
with
cook.
friends.
Let's have parties at the house and cook for our friends.
Yes.
Yeah, which I've always done. I've always been a host. But no, I don't know. It clicked probably about 7-8 years ago when I was, you know, I'm 41. So mid-30s, you know, you're like, oh man, should probably get a career.
Time to grow up.
Should probably get it.
I would have guessed you're in your 30s now.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Like
Appreciate it.
low 30s.
So it's good genes.
Yeah.
So it's
you got
good Mexican
good
genes.
Grover jeans.
Yeah, so it's good Grover genes.
Good Grover.
So yeah, but I was like, you know, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this myself. You know, and so we started looking at buildings and kind of nothing panned out. And then I got into a couple of local restaurants where I managed and stuff, and that was great. And really learned management skills. And the paperwork part's the hard part. I'm great at cooking. Like, put me on a line with 50 tickets on Saturday night at 8 o'clock and watch me thrive. Like, I'm slinging
I'm right in my
everything.
sweet spot, baby.
Oh, I'm in the sweet spot. I like chaos. Put me in that chaos. I love it.
Yeah.
But business is a lot more than that.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for the people that I worked with previously to show me how to do that, because own a business by yourself now, nobody else is kind of there to, you know, hold you accountable. You know, you have to get up early. You have to make all the phone calls. You have to answer all the emails. You have to be the face of the place.
Got to write all the checks.
Got to write all the checks. Got to make sure your labor's good. You know, there's a lot of stuff in owning your own business that you got to pay attention to. Amen. So when we got the opportunity to purchase our own building, my business partner and I saw the old bank on Walnut Street. Dilapidated place when we saw it.
What bank was that?
It was an old SunTrust bank, and it had been
SunTrust.
sitting for a year with like a leaky roof.
Ooh.
And was entirely mold infested.
So you got it for free?
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, right.
But we and Shannon Castillo, who I'm sure you know.
I do know Miss Shannon.
I love Shannon.
She's awesome.
She is awesome.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. And thanks for getting us that building. You rocked that out. And so we saw the potential in it. You know, you gotta look at the diamond in the rough and think, how can we polish this bad boy up? And
Some people can't do that, but I'm glad you can.
Yeah. Well, we were able to, and we worked our tails off the last year and a half to remodel that building with ourselves and our friends.
Yeah.
And that's tough too. You ever Googled how to put up drywall? I mean, like.
You don't Google that. You watch it on YouTube. Anybody can put up drywall after watching a video or two.
You Google that and then you YouTube it. Yeah, Colin, I get it. Anyway,
You should have called me. I would have just said
tough.
Google it.
It's tough. But we toughed it out and we did it. And we got my business partner open first, who is Dr. Sarah Morgan, DPT, runs Onward Physical Therapy, Fitness Forward Physical Therapy.
Fitness Forward Physical Therapy.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
Say that 5 times fast.
It is. Fitness Forward Physical Therapy. Yes. She is good at what she does. She is passionate about physical therapy. She is an athlete herself, and she's kicking butt and taking names over there.
That's cool.
Yes. And so we thought, let's piggyback off of each other in this building.
Yeah.
And so we walled off the teller and the window part. And I thought, let's do what I do best, and let's sling some food. And
Did you turn the vault into like a giant walk-in?
oh my gosh, the vault. Colin, the vault. The vault. I turned the vault into did you know I was a bank robber also? Did you know that was in my repertoire? Because it is now. I break into banks. I do, yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
No, tell everyone, because I feel.
Watch out, banks. Niki's
good.
out there.
I'm out there. I'm the bandit.
You're on the
bank
watch list
bandit.
now.
I am. It took us 7 weeks to cut in a teeny tiny little hole fit for an air conditioner to make the vault a walk-in cooler.
See, I thought that. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, that was some stuff and some things. The boys at East Tennessee Rentals, every week I'd come in and rent something else, and they were like, You
took our long 4-foot drill bit, and it's now like 2 inches long because you just ground it down
Shout
to nothing.
out East Tennessee
That's why we
Rentals
rent.
for putting up with me. Yeah,
right. That's why I rent.
It's good stuff.
Thanks,
Again,
East
all the
Tennessee.
community coming
That's
in,
right.
and they're like, "Okay, we believe in you. You are really determined to do this, Nikki." And I was, and we got it done.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
They don't rent C4 stuff like that. You could just blow a hole in the wall.
Yeah,
That'd be
there's
cool.
a permit for that somewhere that I did not obtain.
I didn't know. Bank robber. I didn't know you had to get a permit.
Yeah, so just all kinds of things with that bank. Gosh, even selling the stuff was wild.
Right.
Those deposit boxes are in another business downtown.
That's cool.
Just keeping stuff in the area and trying to talk to people and.
Those would make great mailboxes, kind of.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all the things. It was fun. It was fun getting to do that. And
So when did you open after drilling through the bank and getting ready?
I've been open. This is my 6th week today.
Sixth week today.
6th week today. Sarah's been open since November.
Nice.
Hers has like a nice little gym part and all that stuff in there. She does that, and mine is just drive-through only.
You're just teasing all the people.
Teasing all the peeps.
Oh, they're hungry after their fitness forward,
Yes.
working out.
They're like,
man, I'm hungry.
They're like, is that tofu?
Is that place open next door yet?
Is that the smell of tofu and lettuce in the morning? Yes, it is. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. So you opened 6 weeks ago. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the menu.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got? What can we
Menu.
eat at your place?
Okay.
'Cause I like to eat.
I love to eat. It's my favorite pastime.
Mm-hmm.
What would we do without food and music? Nobody knows.
We'd be sad. Really
Very sad. We're very sad. The food is, we started out small for a reason.
Okay.
Treating this thing like a food truck.
Okay.
Walk up to the window, drive up through the window.
5 options. 4.
Sure. Yeah. Super small. So build your own salads. First, it's important for everyone to know that we literally make every single thing in-house except for the pita bread. Everything is fresh. All of our recipes are originals. All of our dressings are originals. No artificial sweeteners in the house whatsoever. Anything we use that needs a sweetener, we use local honey to do that.
Awesome.
Couple of things and a very trivial amount. That was important to us.
Yeah.
To get local food to local people and make it accessible.
Yeah.
Fast. Like.
And friendly.
Of course we're friendly. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. You can't make money being not friendly.
Not friendly.
Get out of
right.
here.
Right. We got to be friendly.
Well, yeah. We want to provide all this stuff too, but it's a business, and we want to be able to survive off this, right? So, salads. Build your own salad bowls. Lots of great toppings. Lots of great unique toppings. My favorite is probably our roasted veggies. We take some zucchini and squash and onions and tomatoes, roast those off in some secret groovy spices, and cool them. And so like cold, crispy vegetables on a salad totally works.
That sounds delicious.
It's so good.
I don't even like squash, but that sounds good.
Yeah, no, you need to try it. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like blue cheese when you're like, I hate blue cheese, and you're like, go to Ridgewood and you'll love blue cheese. It's fine.
I
Right?
tell people that all the time.
All the time.
Oh, you don't like blue cheese?
No,
You haven't been
go to Ridgewood. Go to Ridgewood. Yeah.
Of course, anything, on a saltine, it's great.
Oh, God, come on. See, simple. Keep it simple. That's
Keep
what
it
it is.
simple. That's
Keep
right.
it simple. And so that's what we're trying to do is keep it simple. So we've got build your own salad bowls. Everybody usually does the kitchen sink and trust us. They're like, I'm like, kitchen sink it, do all the things, pick off what you don't like, and then next time you'll know. And everybody's like, yes.
That's a great
Makes
idea.
it easier on us, makes it easier on the kitchen.
I like it.
Got that. We got 2 smoothies. We've got dips. We've got house hummus.
I like hummus.
An eggplant dip, baba ganoush style,
Yeah.
our way.
Yeah.
And a spicy feta dip, our way.
My wife Carla loves baba ganoush.
Ours is so good.
Okay.
It's so good. Yeah. All served with pita and veggies. It's
Yeah.
good. And then everybody's going nuts about our infused waters, and I love it so much. We've got a strawberry basil infused water and a cucumber mint infused water, and there's hardly a car that drives through that doesn't get one of those. So
Let me have some water.
gotta have that
hydrate.
flavor. Gotta have that flavor.
Gotta hydrate. What's your favorite salad on the menu?
Oh, I'm kitchen sink all day long.
All day
I love
long.
everything on it. Yeah, our flavor profiles are so good. We really kept it really simple with just like lemon juice, salt and pepper, some herbs with stuff. Nothing too fancy.
Fresh and crisp.
Fresh and easily accessible. We use Southern Culture Cuisine. If anybody's not familiar with them, Nate is a chef. Graduated with Sean Brock from Johnson and Wales, and has Southern Culture Cuisine out of Abingdon. Gets all of his food within 100 miles from here.
Cool.
Services Abingdon and the surrounding areas into Asheville, and also just expanded to Nashville to supply all of Sean's restaurants in the Nashville area. He is doing it right. He works with Mr. Benton from Benton's Bacon, close.
Benton's Bacon.
And so we get most of our food
Yeah.
from Nathan, which is local within 100 miles from here, which we're really proud of. Nathan's doing great work and is just so helpful. with all the things. So we want to keep building community with people. This is how we're doing it. This is how Groovy Grovers will expand in the coming years, and I truly believe we will. I think we've got something going on that nobody else has going on right now. We're serving a need in the community. Not that anybody else doesn't have healthy food and salads, not that anybody else isn't doing that, but the accessibility point is where
accessibility, and then like made to order fresh. Like you can go through Chick-fil-A, get a salad. You can go through these different drive-thrus and get a salad.
Sure.
They're not fresh. They're not made to order. They're not great. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm going to eat it, but not love it.
It's going to be my healthy option, and I'm going to get it. But but man, we're putting in the work.
Good.
Yeah, we're putting in the work, and my team. I couldn't ask for a better team.
Tell us about the team. How many people you got in?
The team is great. I have 6 people on right now, and we're all just kind of. It's Tuesday through Saturday.
Yeah.
11 to 8 now. We just expanded our hours. We started out lunch only, so we could get super tight. And not that we don't mess up orders every now and then, of course, but I mean everybody is on the same page. Everybody's communicating. It's truly a team. I love them all so dearly. We have a tight-knit family going on over there.
Awesome.
We take care of each other, and that's the best part. You know, hey, I'm not feeling well. Do not come to work. Do not give me COVID. Do not get us sick. Stay home.
Do not shut down.
We will stay here and sweat and look like Rambo, like, you know, before we don't support each other in that way. So yeah, that's great. Yeah, but that's how we're going to do this. That's how we're going to expand. Is we're going to keep it simple and just add things to the menu as we go, as we perfect what we have going on, perfecting lunch, now perfecting dinner, and then making additions as we grow. And I think that's important. I think keeping it small and keeping it simple and doing a couple things really well.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to, you know, come out the gate with all this.
You see these menus and you're like, it's like a book.
I'm flipping chapters, and I'm just like,
how do you do all that well?
Yeah.
So I think.
I mean, some people do. Some people can do, because some people can do that. But
some people can.
Food costs now. I mean, we're coming out of the pandemic. Different ballgame.
Yeah.
Different ballgame. Everything is higher in boat gas. You gotta really, really budget. You gotta.
I heard that. That's a good one.
Thank you. You. That's a Groverism. It is. You really have to budget, and you have to make sure that you can afford to do this.
All right, maybe we got a listener like thinking about starting a little restaurant.
Sure.
Like, what's the one thing you learned through this process that you'd be like, hey, don't forget to do this, or this is something you need to look at before jumping into it?
You have to make a budget. You have to make a really tight budget.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You can't just fly by the seat of your pants.
You cannot fly by the seat of your pants. You have to have a tight budget.
Yep.
You have to get friendly with the city.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because they're like hardcore when it comes to renovating an old.
You get down there and you get to know Jeff Cannon, and you get to know all those ladies at the permit counter, and you shake their hands and you take them crumb bake shop.
And smoothies and stuff that you're making. Yeah, that's right. You're like,
you do.
Hey,
and
good to see you this morning.
And don't be afraid to I don't know how many times I was like, can you come over here and look me in my eye and tell me exactly what you want me to do? I'm reading what you want me to do,
but I don't understand the code.
I don't understand this.
Right.
And I can't afford to do this twice.
Right. So tell me like I'm sick.
Come over here and talk to me like a small child. Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Explain it
and
to
they
me.
will. They will do that. If you are nice to them, they will be so nice to you.
Isn't it crazy?
Isn't it nuts?
I think there are a lot of contractors out there that hate the city inspectors, but I'm like, you may be getting back what you're giving out, you know? So.
Yeah.
I do hear they're tough, which is good, right? Because we want safe, well-built stuff that's going to last forever.
Yeah.
So good for you guys.
Yeah. Those two things are important: budget and be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Let's say I want to order some food.
Sure.
What do I do? Do I, just...
A couple different ways. Okay, so trial by fire was one of the best parts of doing this. We thought we're gonna do the first thing that the city's ever seen.
Yeah.
We're gonna let them order themselves outside. I'm gonna build a little kiosk outside, and they're gonna come up and they're gonna order outside and then pull around and all the thing. It was a terrible idea. We shut that bad boy down like last week. Terrible.
You're like, man, I spent a bunch of money on a kiosk I didn't need.
There is so much value in face-to-face and getting to know people.
I agree.
And just sitting here and speaking to somebody.
100%.
And the fastest way to get our food is to order online.
Okay.
We're still going to talk to you when you pull up. We're still going to ask you who you are. We're still going to ask you how you heard about us. We're still going to introduce ourselves. We're still going to build a rapport with you. But
you do that on a flip phone?
You can do that on any phone. Do that on any phone. GroovyGrovers.com. All of our.
Do you have an app yet?
Social medias. Oh man, that's coming.
Groovy
That's
Grover
coming.
app.
I need some money. Plug. I need some money.
Word. Send money.
But you can come up to if you want to pay cash, and a lot of people still do want to pay cash. Gotta just come up to the window.
I'm a cash guy.
Yeah, come up to the window, and we are so fast. I cannot praise my team enough. That team is like, oh, you want salad?
Let's go down the fast line.
Sure.
All right, we're running
Great
late.
song.
Mitch and I are cruising down the West Walnut corridor.
Yes.
We're like, man, I'm hungry, but I got to be somewhere in 10 minutes.
Sure. Come on, Matt.
Pull into the gate. Pull in the gate, like from start to
Pull
finish.
in
How
the
fast
gate.
we out the door?
Yes. Pull in the gate. Do not go. People do not go on Walnut Street. Avoid Walnut Street at all costs.
You get there through Ash Street.
You get there through Ash Street. Yeah, on the backside. Yeah. Just come, turn left on Sevier Street like you're going to Crown
We got
Bake
a lot
Shop.
of big trucks around though. They don't mind. West Walnut.
No, it's
they
still
jump through those
still
humps and stuff that people.
super accessible, and Ash Street has nothing. It's paved.
Yeah.
We're good.
There you go.
Turn on Ash Street, turn straight into our building.
Look at that.
Right at the window. It's not hard. And you don't even have to go on Walnut to do that. You can come around in our other parking lot.
Look at that.
Get out of here. Yeah. So from the gate, you're coming up to the window.
I'm at the window.
You say, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm ordering. I'm going to say, I think you should get our kitchen sink.
Yeah, then you pick off what you don't like.
Pick off what you don't like. I think you should get one of our waters, and you say yes, and then you hand me your cash or card, which is super accessible through our toast system.
Yeah.
And you're out of the door in 4 minutes.
What?
You're out of the door in 4 minutes.
Mitch, we just got salads in 4 minutes.
You're out of the door in 4 minutes.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Is there anything that you're going to cook to order that's going to take me maybe 5 or 10 minutes? Or is it all kind of ready to roll?
Unless we have, the only thing in-house there is to cook to order is tofu.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm going to tell you, I can't stand tofu. Tofu's gross. If you like tofu, I mean, I'm not saying you're gross, but tofu's typically not good stuff. But
you guys
shameless plug.
You made it good.
We made it so good, Colin.
You're eating
Colin,
tofu.
it is so good. I'm eating tofu.
Okay.
It tastes like a chicken nugget. We worked hard on that recipe. It's bomb.com. It's bomb.com. I said that.
You're
back
turning
to the 90s.
tofu around.
I'm turning tofu around. Tantalizing tofu.
Tantalizing tofu to tantalize your taste buds and come down and try it out.
It's so good. And we also, so let's talk about that a little bit too. So I was like, okay, have to have a meat, right? For our carnivorous ones, right?
Right,
So,
it is East Tennessee.
the chicken is fire, Colin. It's so good. We marinate it 48 hours. Brine.
Yeah.
Roast it, delicious. We have a mushroom steak.
What?
So instead of
Big old portobello kind of deal. Yeah.
marinated portobello, baked off, delicious.
Delicious.
Tofu,
Yeah.
avo.
But you have chicken?
Yeah, chicken's
Okay.
the only one though. Yeah, chicken's the only meat, but it's so good.
Gotcha.
So our food's
You could
good.
get like a black and blue portobello salad maybe. A little blue
Okay,
cheese
future.
in there.
Okay, future.
Just
Okay,
thinking-
I like
just
it.
thinking
I like
outside.
that. I like that.
So besides turning tofu around, you're wanting to impact the community.
Absolutely.
And is it just with salads, one salad at a time? Or is it through just your genuine joy and love for people? Because I'm feeling that too.
I do have that.
Yeah.
I love people.
I do too.
I love people. I love talking to people. I am infamous for making a friend everywhere I go. I like that. I think it's important to build community. I think that Walnut Street and its development, if we can continue to play this long game and all the little area businesses over there it's tough over there right now. It's tough to keep a good attitude about it. It's tough when they block your entrance and you can't get customers.
Give us a little background for our listeners. They're redoing the Walnut Street corridor from downtown Buffalo Street all the way to ETSU, right?
All the way to ETSU. So it should be seamless, trying to make downtown seamless from ETSU to downtown Johnson City.
But they've been digging so much down there and building stuff. I think they're putting a subway in underneath there.
Gosh.
They'd have to, right?
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause it's like
it's been a lot.
I drove through there and I was like, that is a massive hole. And I'm thinking like the subway's coming in and they're going to have a tube that goes right by your place and you drop down a salad and then you just take off back to the university.
You know, I tried that, right? You know, I was like, can I send some stuff through these pneumatic tubes?
That would be awesome.
They were like, Nikki, no. Get out of here. Health department, hard pass, hard stop, hard no. I get it. You can't clean the tubes, fine. But what a concept. What if you could do that?
My
Wouldn't that be
brain is
great?
spinning right now.
I know,
Like you've
so
got a
good.
salad containment unit that fits right into the tube and shoo,
Yeah.
right to your door.
Yes.
Like I could,
Yeah.
there you go, and
like
you like send it,
Jetsons. It's like
and
the
then they just you
Jetsons.
fill out your deposit slip and send the cash and tip in, and just that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, off the buddy system? Yeah, let's do that.
A lot of people be like, "Thanks for my salad." See you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
No, you got to pay first.
Yeah. Walnut Street.
Yeah. Sorry, I got.
No, you're fine. I love it. I love it. I'm such a squirrel. I love this interview so much.
So
Yeah, Walnut
yes.
Street. If we can play this long game and build this community with each other, and some more people take a chance on Walnut Street, get in some of those empty buildings, take a chance on themselves. We took a chance on ourselves. I'm so proud of us.
I don't think if you don't want to bet on yourself, who are you gonna bet on?
Who you gonna bet on? Bet on yourself.
And look
I'm
in
like,
the mirror every day and go, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
yeah, I'm like, I am terrified. This is scary. This may not work.
Nope.
And I have to accept that too. No, you have to.
You do have to say
you
that,
have
but
to
then
say
you
that.
pack that
but then
way
you
in
pack
the
that away, and you put your nose to
we're
the
gonna go get it.
grindstone.
We're gonna go.
Yeah,
do
we're
this.
gonna knuckle down and we're gonna
sell
do
some
it,
salads
and
like
we're gonna do
crazy.
it every single day, and we're not gonna give up. And when it gets tough, we're gonna get tougher. And gosh, we've done that, and I'm so proud of us. But if more people can invest in downtown Johnson City,
Okay.
in Walnut Street, and
What do you
and
think
take
Walnut
that
Street's missing?
missing?
Like, what would be so somebody listening out of town? We got people listening all over the world, which is crazy. But let's
Sure.
say they're like, "Hey, I'd like to start something, or I've got an idea, and maybe Walnut Street would be a good spot to land." What, I know there are restaurants on Walnut Street.
Sure. Are there enough though?
I don't know.
No. Could we use some like?
I
could
really
we use
miss
some fine
Peggy
dining?
Ann's. Like you could, if you want to make awesome donuts and come back and open up Peggy Ann's, that'd be cool.
Peggy Ann's was good. Peggy Ann's was good.
Is Babette's open again? With the,
I don't think so.
yeah. So
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, I'm a Crumb fan.
Crumb's good.
Crumb's good.
Have you
Good
been to
people.
have you been to Lazy Lady over here?
Love Lazy Lady.
Oh, yeah.
Love
Marion's
Lazy Lady.
awesome.
Love Marion. Love Nancy Fishman. Great people.
I'm trying to think of what would be good down there.
I mean, do we need a fine dining?
We got Timber.
Timber is Timber and
Top.
Timber
You're right
and-
across the street.
Timber and Juniper, arguably the best restaurants in town.
Ooh,
I'm
you guys
saying
should
it.
have
I'm saying
like the
it.
appetizer salad. While you're waiting to get in Timber, go across the street.
Yeah. I don't know if Josh would like that.
He
very
probably
much.
would. He'd be
No,
like, he's like, wow,
He's killing it.
He was on the podcast.
Timber's
a while ago. He was great.
good.
Yeah.
Timber is so solid.
So-
Timber is what you want to be. Timber is the buzzword for restaurants. It is consistency, baby.
And it's
That's
fresh
what you
and
want.
local, and he does the same stuff you're doing, which
Yeah.
is great.
Except better.
Okay, well, if you're thinking, just drive down Walnut Street, it'll come to you. You'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, I'm going to open a watch store here. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, something.
Something.
Boutique, something. You know, as it progresses,
Boutique would be good.
as people see. I think what you said at the beginning is very true, and the fact that it's hard for people to see through the rubble.
Yeah.
So once they see a nice new windows in a building, and you know, there's that for lease sign on there, and they're like, oh gosh, I've always wanted to have a T-shirt business.
Yeah,
I've
and people are
always
building stuff. The Wells just broke ground down there on their big old massive building they're going to be building.
Yeah.
So that'll be a ton of kids coming to get salads from you.
ton of kids,
Ton of kids.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
So, yeah, I
So
think
just play the long game.
play the long game.
Invest in Walnut Street.
Take the chance. It's going to be a whole lot sooner than you think.
Yeah.
It's tough right now,
And
but
you even had some like top secret information on Walnut Street.
do. I got a little top secret
know if you
info.
wanna share that on the
I do. I
podcast.
would love to share it. Yeah. So when you buy a building in the middle of a massive $33 million renovation, you have questions. you have to go downtown, like I said, and talk to people. And those people have assured me that from Buffalo to Sevier Street on Walnut Street, we're going to be paved by the end of this month.
How good is that?
So it's going to be like Ash Street.
Nice.
90% done. No dust clouds coming
no
up.
new shocks.
No new shocks, none of that
bent
stuff. They're going to
rims
get all
and
that
that kind
stuff.
of
Yeah,
stuff,
all
yeah.
the Bright Ridge and stuff underground. And so by the end of the month, our side of the street that's been going through this for a long time is finally going to see the juice worth the squeeze, baby.
I like it.
I know, I like it a lot. So
So they'll have the subway open from.
Subway will be open.
Yeah. I'm thinking now they should have done a trolley thing from
Wouldn't that be cool?
ETSU's
You think we'll
down.
get those little scooters at the
Oh, those lime scooters. You just rent them and leave them like thrown down.
Gosh,
all over
nothing
the
I
place.
love more than to go to big city and try to kill myself in
Yeah,
traffic.
exactly. Or, just,
Oh my God.
or walk around tripping over scooters because kids are like, I'm done with it. Throw it down. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. What haven't I asked you about your business that I forgot to ask you about?
Let's see.
Is there anything you want to share that I was like, oh yeah, dummy, we have this? And you did say you have smoothies. What kind of smoothies do you have?
Smoothies are super straightforward. I'm proud of those too. Sarah and I have been having these smoothies for like 7 years every morning. We're
working. You guys haven't aged.
Taking things that we already do
Yep.
and introducing them to other people. You know, I got on a health kick about 8 years ago with Thunder Valley Fitness, and never looked back after that.
Nice.
Turn the whole thing around. Fitness.
Are you a CrossFitter or are you like the
CrossFitter.
the functional fitness class? I think there's another one.
Yeah,
too.
there is Burn and oh man, help me. Fit Club.
Fit Club.
Fit Club's so good. Shout out Melissa. Fitness and the longevity aspect of this is important to me. Building community, but you build longevity whenever you put good things in your body. You know, and everything in moderation, of course. Go have your cheeseburger. Go have your fries. Go have all the lovely things.
How many times a week can I have a cheeseburger and fries? Because
I am not a dietitian, sir.
I don't know. We were watching, Carly and I watched the Blue Zones. Have you seen that show on Netflix?
Yes.
Talking about the centenarians,
Yes.
the 100-year-old people.
Yes.
They walk all the time. They're exercising. They're putting good stuff in their bodies.
Squash and beans and corn.
They're living forever.
Yeah.
So you
That's
can be the
important, though.
source to get to 100.
The source to the
Walk
source.
from wherever you're at. I don't care if you live in Gray. Just walk
Centurion
there,
force.
down, get a salad, and walk home. You'll be a lot healthier.
You know, we got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of each
We
other.
gotta take care of ourselves. Well, we can't take care of each other if we're not healthy ourselves.
Right. You know, so that's another aspect that's important. I've got some ideas for the future after we get up and running. I really want to make this health food accessible in our rural areas and the areas that don't have grocery stores around and stuff. So maybe what's that look like? Do we get out on Saturday and Sunday? Do we get a food truck? And do we get out on Saturdays and Sundays and roll around to the kids that are eating dollar cheeseburgers because they're trying to survive?
Yeah.
Like, do we just start handing out salads? You know,
Maybe get
do I
in the school
do I take it back to
system,
Keystone?
talk about it,
Take it back there.
Yeah.
Let's set up a food truck every.
like
I mean, I do too, and it's important. And we have to get on our feet and stuff first. But I've got big ideas for Grover.
I love it.
And I love our concept, and I love our people, and I love what we're about, and the community. Like, let's talk about that for a second. Community support has been absolutely overwhelming. There's a line wrapped around the building at all times. My friends sharing on all the social medias.
Yep.
The word is out. How crazy is that? 6 weeks in business, and
people are like,
everybody's like, Groovy
this
Grovers,
morning
man.
I said,
Groovy
hey,
Grovers,
I've got a
Groovy Grovers.
podcast. Carly was like, who you got on there? I said, Niki Giles with the Groovy Grovers. She was like, oh, I want to go there. So she was excited about it. I mean, everybody's excited about it. And now meeting you, how can you not be? I mean,
Well,
you're like, you've got this infectious energy. So
Well,
do you put that in the salad? Like just
I put that all in the salad, man.
that's
You
an extra
get,
topping, infectious energy.
You get what you give, Colin. I feel like you're a get what you give kind of guy too.
100%.
So, I'm trying to give it out and see what happens. So, yeah,
I love it.
We're both look at us taking chances on ourselves. Look at you, this podcast.
Yeah, well, this is just my
on,
little
buddy.
itty bitty side hustle, just
Itty
because I
bitty.
love people. I want to get to know them, and I want the world to get to know you.
Do you want to teach me how to sell houses?
I would love to teach you.
Okay.
I mean,
I think I'd be really good at that.
you would be fantastic, and then you could teach me how to make a salad.
Okay.
Because
Let's go.
I'm like let's get the lettuce out of the bag, and
Okay.
let's get a little
Okay.
topping here and there, and
I love how squirrely we both are. Like we started talking about what was in the smoothie, and then we ended up
we never
selling
got
real
there,
estate for
yeah.
you. We never got there at all.
yeah, I heard like infectious energy smoothie is what it's called, and it's full of like squash and. I'm just kidding.
Come over for lunch today. I'll get you a salad. I'll get you a smoothie.
I like this. All right, so what's in the smoothie?
Smoothies are spinach,
Yeah,
unsweetened vanilla almond milk, a banana,
yep.
and your choice of strawberries or blueberries.
Ooh, I'm going strawberry.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the best.
That's pretty lean
Yeah.
and mean. What's the other one?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you-
Those
one or
two.
two?
One or two. Strawberry or blueberry.
Oh.
Same ingredients. Strawberry or blueberry.
It is the
pick
kid's
your poison.
principle. Keep it simple.
Keep
silly.
it simple, baby. Yeah. KISB.
I like it. Okay. We'll start a new thing. Groovy Grovers, KISB. What does that mean? Keep it simple, baby.
Keep it simple, baby.
I love it. I love it. All right. I forgot, because I got just infected with the energy.
Yes.
Number one thing you love about Johnson City?
Number one
That's
thing.
number one. That's my first question every time. I'm like, hey, Johnson
Okay.
City Living, here we go.
Johnson City
So
Living.
these listeners had to wait till the end. So if you cut off early, you didn't get to hear this. Number one thing. What about Johnson City?
Number one thing about Johnson City, we already touched on it, but it's community.
Community.
It's community. That's what
The
it is.
people are so good.
The people, and I love when there's so many points in this city. And I'm thinking about yesterday. I took my 92-year-old grandfather to the doctor yesterday, and I'm looking out to the left of Franklin Woods when we walk out of those little businesses up there or whatever, and he says, look there, because he's an old little country guy. He's so cute. Look there, and look there was the mountains.
Oh yeah.
And it's like everywhere we go is it's beautiful here. It's unlike any other place in the world.
I think the Lord made it just unbelievably beautiful. And it's kind of like he's just got us surrounded with his arms with these mountains, and we're just in this little place. He's just giving us a hug all the time.
It's like a little hug from the mountains all the time.
And it's just gorgeous. And we're getting ready to start to see the leaves change. And
Yeah. And what about what all we've done for the city? What about what all every other people have done for the city? Tannery Knobs.
Yeah.
Buffalo Mountain.
Yeah.
Everybody who keeps that stuff beautiful and
Wingdeer
accessible
Park,
for us to go.
They're building more softball fields over there, and they're doing more stuff in town for the. I
Yeah.
mean, just it's an awesome place to live.
It's an awesome place to live.
Johnson City, you were killing it, and the
Killing
city's
it.
doing a great job.
We get to be here.
We get to be a
see
part
this.
of it. We get to take advantage of it.
Yeah, we do.
But you can't do it if you stay at home.
No, you got to get out there.
That's right.
Get
I hope
out
you're
there.
listening to this podcast, walking around, maybe MedTech corridor over by there, looking at the mountains.
Beautiful, yeah.
And then you walk downtown and you go through the.
You come up
Groovy
and knock
Grover.
on my
That's
window.
Right, that's right. I'm
at
hungry. A
Groovy
salad
Grovers,
would be really
and
good.
and I said, I heard your Unhinged podcast
That's
with
right.
Colin.
Yeah.
And I want to get in on that.
That's right. And I think if you go up there and you say, I heard you on the podcast, you'll probably get 50 cents off. I would think.
I can do that. I can do that. Yeah.
I heard you on the podcast, I get 50 cent
Free
discount.
infused water if you mention the podcast.
Oh, you heard it here. That's our first deal, Mitch, on the podcast. Free infused water if you heard us on the podcast.
Yeah.
So, Groovy Grover,
Yeah.
thank you for coming
Thank you
on.
for having us.
Nikki, you are just a joy. I'm hoping that everybody on here is like, wow, I'm just jacked up. I'm fired up. I'm going to go down to the Groovy Grover. I'm going to get the best salad I've ever put in my mouth, and it's going to blow my mind, and I'm going to get addicted to this infectious energy, and I'm going to come back every day for a salad, and I'm going to walk there and get healthy, and I'm going to live to be 100. So I just kind of
Please,
created
baby
a bunch
Jesus,
of,
amen.
like, you just have like thousands of people flocking there now, and it's all because of your energy. So
Hit
it's
me.
great. It's great.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Colin.
Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast. Thank you for our great conversation. Till next time, I'm Colin Johnson with the Colin and Carly Group. If you want to buy a house, Nikki, if you want to invest in real estate, if you want to, have your property managed, we do all of that. Okay. And so we'd love to help you guys who are listening. We'd love to help you make Johnson City home. I'll introduce you to Nikki. You can come get a salad and an infused water for free because you heard it on the podcast.
There you go.
Thanks so much and have a great day.